Yeah, the. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'll have to drink this later. I'll have to drink this later. Going for the reason I can't drink coffee is I'm gonna go do a check, a CT scan for my heart, and you're not supposed to have caffeine, so at least for several hours I can't have caffeine. After the CT scan's done on my heart, then I can drink all the coffee I want. Yeah, I guess it's yeah, so now you guys know I'll not drink coffee this morning. But I will drink this later after my scan. I'll drink it later. So I'm just going to leave it right there and drink it later in the day after my CT scan of my heart. So, I'll have to drink that later. That's cool. That's cool. Drink some milk though. Drink some milk. But I also got water downstairs too. So I'll have some milk. Have some milk and I'm eating this early because you're supposed to fast a little bit. So around 7:50 in the morning. Once it hits 7:50 in the morning, then I'm gonna drink nothing but water. Because I got a CT heart scan today, so around 7:50, I drink nothing but water, and around 12:50, I'll stop drinking water. 0-1. Almost forgot my books. Some books I want to talk about today. Has to do with the outdoors. Let me grab my books here. Had some outdoor books I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, let me set you guys here. Yeah, I have some outdoor books I want to share with you guys. Whoops, just setting up my camera here. All right. Now I'm going to light my fire pits here. I got plenty of light here, but I want some more ambiance, so I'm going to light these indoor-outdoor little fire pits here. So let me get my lighter. Yeah, I got plenty of light. I'm loving my little indoor-outdoor fire pits. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a little dark chocolate too. I'll show you guys the dark chocolate I'm having today. I think it's only 49% cacao. Anyways, that's the dark. I picked it up at Aldi's. So that's the chocolate I'm having. So, anyways, hope you guys and gals are all doing well. This chocolate right here is going to be my dessert. This dark chocolate here. Dark chocolate is one of my favorite things to eat. So I'll set that there. You guys saw me heat up my pizza. I'm going to light up my fire pit. Let me light these up. Here's the food I got going on: pizza, fruit. That's sparkling water. I think it's grapefruit. Let me light these up for you. In case you guys wondering what kind of fuel I got in here, it's 91% isopropyl fuel. So that's what I got burning in there. That's what I got. So that's what I got burning in there. So it gives off a nice flame. Yeah, it gives off a real nice flame. There we go. It's so funny doing a live stream, especially if you're doing stuff at the same time. Anyways, I hope you guys and gals are all doing well. My name's JR. My name's JR, and I host the Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travels channel. And I'm about to embark on some pizza tasting here. Some pizza. And today's live stream, I'm going to focus on talking about different outdoor books in today's live stream. So that's what today's live stream is about. So let me show you off some of the books first before I start talking about them. And these are the kind of books you guys could pick up. I don't know. There's a place called Half Price Books. Even if you don't have a Half Price Books in your area, there's all kinds of places that sell books. So, or some people have like a barn. In my case, I got Barnes and Nobles here in Indiana. So I have Barnes and Nobles. I have Barnes and Nobles where I can buy books, and then I also got Half Price Books. So, if you guys do have a Half Price Books in your area, they will buy back some of your books. Half Price Books will, and yeah, you can find really cool books at Half Price Books too. Hey, what's up? How's it going? So yeah, in Indiana, I got Half Price Books and Barnes and Noble, but Half Price Books will buy your books back. Hello. Oh, that's cool. Welcome in from the Philippines. Oh, cool. That's cool. I appreciate that. That's awesome. It's so neat live streaming because people from all over the world come and get my live streams. That's kind of cool. So this is a large survival textbook, which I probably bought at Half Price Books. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate that as well. And then, um, but like I said, I'm going to go over each of these books and tell you what my thoughts are. So these are different outdoor books you could get. In this case, if you're interested in hiking, shows a backpacker's field manual of what to expect when backpacking, which is really cool. Now, this is a unique survival book, and this is the author, Cody Lundeen. And he's got some really cool illustrations in here. He's got really cool illustrations. So, and I think the reason he's doing or the main reason he says he does these illustrations is to really hammer. The reason he does these illustrations, he says in his book, is to really hammer home. It's to make people remember what to do in survival situations. So that's why he's got really cool drawings for different topics. So Yeah, I definitely recommend the Cody Lundin book for sure. Yeah, yeah, Cody Lundin. I definitely recommend that book. Thanks. Um, so yeah, today's live stream is going to focus on that. And in case you guys wonder where I picked these up, I picked them up on Amazon Prime. I picked them up in a 2-pack. They both come with in that 2-pack. It comes with a base that you set your concrete fire pit on, and then inside there's 2 stainless steel. There's each of them has a stainless steel cup inside, and then you saw the black lids I took off of them earlier. Those are called fire extinguishers, and they also come with 2 marshmallow holders. And so, yeah, 2 marshmallow holders, 2 black fire extinguishers, 2 base plates, and 2 concrete fire pits, and then 2 stainless steel cups that you place in each of the fire pits. So that's pretty cool. All for $34.88 on Amazon Prime, which is super cool. Yep, pizza. I love pizza. Absolutely love it. But I also have some fresh fruit as well. I have a glass of milk. And occasionally you guys will see me drink these. So they're sparkling waters. This is grapefruit flavor. I'm trying to lower my soda intake. That's why I'm drinking these sparkling waters. Trying to lower the soda intake. Mm. Really good pizza. There's mushroom, spinach, and mozzarella cheese. Mm. Really nice combination. And the official name for these, when you find them on Amazon, is called Legendary Blaze Concrete Fire Pit. That's the name of it. So when you look them up on Amazon, it'll say 2-pack Legendary Blaze Concrete Fire Pits. 2-pack. And the company that makes it is Gardenex. And I really love them because you feel like you're bringing the outdoors indoors, is what I love about these concrete fire pits. So absolutely super, super cool. Yeah. It's another way to bring the outdoors indoors. Really cool. And it's a little rain. Yesterday was perfect. It was sunny out, blue skies yesterday. I went to the zoo. If you go to my channel, you can see I posted a brown bear video from the Indianapolis Zoo, and then I posted Arctic Fox. It's an Arctic Fox short video. So yesterday, my wife and I were enjoying the Indianapolis Zoo. We're zoo members, and it's totally worth paying a zoo membership because so you pay your family membership. Some of them are like family of 4 zoo membership, and it's super super cool. Like in our case, I think we bought it. The zoo membership covers 3 people, and then you can bring a guest. So that's pretty cool.
So you buy your Indianapolis Zoo membership, and then after you go 3 or 4 times, it practically pays for itself. It's pretty cool. This flavored pizza. Oh, cool. It's really good. Enjoy your eating. Oh, the rest of my family's asleep. Sometimes when I live stream, they're all crashed out. So I wanted to make sure I there's my apple there. A little grape there. I love simply chopping fresh fruit and put it in a bowl. So yeah, sometimes I eat something not so healthy and then I turn around and mix it with something healthy. So I'm enjoying sitting here eating, chilling with you guys, and I'm looking at my my campfire, fire pit there. Pretty relaxing. So in case you guys are wondering what I'm burning in there, it's 91% isopropyl alcohol. You can use that as a first aid to take care of cuts and bruises. But in these indoor-outdoor fire pits, you can also use it as fuel. My apple's really good today. Okay. Cody Lowndean's book. That's the author's name, Cody Lowndean. Here's what he looks like. He's been in all. He has his own outdoor program, but he's also been on all kinds of outdoor shows. So really cool survival dude. And I definitely would recommend this book. Like I said, there's 2 places where I buy books, Barnes and Nobles, and the other place is Half Price Books. And what I dig about Half Price Books is you can find books in really good condition and end up paying only half the price for it, which is really cool. So I think I'd pick this up at Half Price Books. So, but yeah, in Indiana, the 2 main book places is Half Price Books and Barnes and Noble's book place. So, but yeah, I definitely would recommend this. He adds a little comedy while he's talking about survival in here. He's got some really funny illustrations. Here's one instruction where it talks about survival instructors. So that's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So that's funny. I haven't read all of this book, so that's why I'm laughing. So yeah. So his illustrations really hammer home. So that's pretty cool. That's so cool. And look, this has got some photographs where it talks various different containers you could hold water. So that's pretty cool. And this is also in Cody Lundine's book here. So that's super cool. So yeah, the other neat thing about this survival book is, like I said, he adds a little bit of comedy. He has big illustrations, so you remember what each chapter of survival focuses on, and it's not some books, some survival books can be kind of cut and dry, but this one is a real page turner, and it makes reading about survival very interesting, and also you'll remember it. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, highly recommend this survival book here. Yeah, definitely recommend it. It's a high recommendation. Now, let's say you want to go hiking and backpacking, field manual. It's another cool outdoor book to get. So, um, and yeah, before you go backpacking or before you go hiking or backpacking, it's good to read books like this because it gives you really gives you the sense of what to expect while you're backpacking. So, and I'm sure it gives really cool tips and tricks. So, this would be another good one to read if you're hiking and backpacking out in the wilderness. Now, this one is very specific. Hiking in the Red, a complete trail guide to the Kentucky's Red River Gorge, including Natural Bridge State Park. So this talks about Natural Bridge State Park and also Kentucky's Red River Gorge. So these are really cool. And as you see, it's not like super crazy big. So these are really cool if you're going to a very specific location. So really cool book if that was the area you were going to. So that's another cool thing. Whatever adventure you're planning, let's say you were going out to Colorado. My parents lived in Denver, Colorado when I was smaller. Yeah, let's say you were going to Colorado and you were going to check out all the wilderness places in Colorado. I am sure there's very specific books on how to enjoy all the different wilderness places out in Colorado. So I'm sure it's true of Indiana. There's probably really specific books to buy if you're in Indiana. So now this one's really cool because there's a lot of woods here in Ohio and Illinois and Indiana. There's a lot of woods. So this one it says how to stay alive in the woods. So how to stay alive in the woods, a complete guide to food, shelter, self-preservation that makes starvation in the wilderness next to impossible. So I'm assuming this book will also go over wild edibles that you can eat in the woods too. So and so yeah, that's a real specific book. How to stay alive in the woods. And if you're here in Indiana, or if you're in the Indianapolis, Indiana area, you know there's Barnes and Nobles in the area, and you know there's half price books stores in the area. So really cool read, very specific region. Uh, those parts of the United States where there's heavy woods, or you were going to go chill out in the heavy woods, or if you know you were going to go hike in the heavy woods, this would be the book to read first before you go hiking in the woods or do any kind of adventure in the wilderness. So very specific book. I like that about this book. Now this book, it's really cool. It's a little survival manual. and I believe this was picked up at Half Price Books. And this little yellow book, I love the fact that it's yellow, so you can see it real easy. The Worst Case Scenario Survival Handbook: How to Escape from Quicksand, Wrestle with an Alligator, Break Down the Door, and Land a Plane. Wow, that's pretty wild. I haven't seen the land a plane section, but that I'll have to go over that because I don't know how to land a plane. So Worst Case Scenario book's pretty cool. So that's yeah. Of course, you want to read this kind of material. You don't just throw this in your backpack and go, when I come across it, I'll just open this book. You want to read your survival stuff before you get in a survival situation. Yeah, read these. We occasionally we all have time on our hands that we can burn, and grabbing one of these survival books and reading it would be really helpful. So, but yeah, super cool. And it's got some illustrations in it as well, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. And then it's real thin. You could throw it in your backpack, or when you go carp camping. I love going carp camping in Brown County State Park. So this would be kind of a nighttime read. So that'd be kind of cool, or read during the day. But yeah, people always have. I just saw something that really caught my eye here. This one, look at this. How to leap from a motorcycle to a car. Wow. Wow. That's an interesting topic. So that's in one of the illustrations there. That's kind of wild. So I guess you would do that in an emergency. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Wow. Let me see what other snares it's got in here. Oh, look at that. How to take a punch. That's cool. Wow. How to escape from a bear. That's kind of cool. So anyways, oh wow, there's even a place on how to escape from a python. Look at. So well, that's interesting. How to perform a fast 180-degree turn with your car. There's a section in it that talks about that. That's wild. If you had to do that in a survival situation, that's pretty cool. Wow, that's cool. So yeah, anyways, these are the kinds of things you'd want to read before you would get into a survival situation. But I love the simplicity of this one. And it looks like it's not a super long read, so that's kind of cool. Now this one looks like a little bit longer read, a little thicker. But once again, you'd want to read these before you get in a survival situation. So, surviving the extremes. Now, what I like about this book, it talks about all different types of wilderness you could find yourself in. It could be far, far north where there's more winter. It could be heavy in the woods. It could be in a desert. So this talks about more than one kind of climate you could find yourself in, which is really cool. Now this one is like a survival textbook. But the cool thing is, look at this. It's got some really cool wilderness skills. So it's got a section on shelter, talking about making a shelter when you're in the wilderness. and it talks about how to choose a place for a shelter. So that's pretty cool. And it's got showing you how to build a debris shelter, which is really cool. So it's got a section on that, how to build a debris shelter. There's another shelter. Nice picture there for a shelter. Kind of lets you know what it should look like. So that's super cool. There's another nice picture of the shelter. One of the coolest shelters I've ever saw made on Survivor. Oh wow! And here's a shelter if you were in the snow. Shelter for the snow. So that's cool. Anyways, one of my favorite shelters. Anyways, this is really cool. That's so cool. Look, they got one on fire. You know, just knowing how to simply build a campfire could help you maintain your body's core temperature, which is really cool. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I want to say shelter building and also fire making is a big one. And then also being aware of what's in your environment. And oh, there you go. They got a whole section on campcraft. Probably how to make your camping more enjoyable. Oh, now here's a big section that's really important. Navigation. Navigation and signaling. It's got a whole thing on that, so that's pretty cool. So this survival manual would be a big recommendation. I would definitely recommend getting it because it's got really nice photos and it talks about all the different survival situations you could be in. Also talks about all the different survival, whether you're in the desert or whether you're on a stranded island like a beach, or whether you're in the north woodlands. So yeah, definitely recommend this book for sure. Definitely recommend. So yeah, there's two types of camping. There's car camping, and then there's the kind of camping where people go off the trail and hike about, I don't know, 80 miles to their secluded lake where they like to camp. I do not do that kind of camping. uh, if I ever did that kind of camping, I better make sure if I ever hiked on, put, 60, 80 pounds on my back, backpack with 60 or 80 pounds on my back in my backpack, going down the trail, and I know I'm going to about to go 80 miles off the trail. I better have a GPS that can signal my location in case of an emergency. My friends and family better know exactly where I'm at. And then I tell my friends and family exactly when I'm going to return. Uh, Now I still do that, even though I don't do the second kind of one where you park your car, walk on the trail, and then hike off 80 miles. Even though I don't do that kind of thing, I do your basic car camping where you pay at the camping gate. You pay at the gate. You pay the rangers for the stay for the night. This is in Brown County State Park. I think it's like $30 a night. So I pay my thing. I pay the extra $10 fee in that $30 for modern restrooms and electricity. And sometimes I camp 1 or 2 nights. But I still tell my family exactly where I'm at. I tell them how long I'm going to camp for, and I tell them what time I'm likely to be due back. So the good thing about telling your family that, even if you're not doing the camping, hiking, and going off the trail, even if you're doing car camping, it's really good to let your family know exactly where you're going to be at. and then exactly when or approximately what time you're going to be back from your trip. So that way, if you're not, they know to start notifying people, hey, can you go look for my loved one? This is where they were last, say they were last going to be at. So every time I've gone camping, I've always done that. I told them exactly where I was going to be and when I was going to return back. Uh, the second kind of camping, where you park your car, walk on the trail for a while, you're carrying about 60, 80 pounds worth of gear. It's gear, food, water, and you're going to hike off the trail about 80 miles off the trail, and you're going to a secluded lake. Uh, that kind of camping would require, like I said, you have a GPS on you for emergency. It's kind of like an emergency beacon that tells you tells you where you're at. You know how to use a compass. You know how to read a map. You know how to signal for help. Um, I mean, because you're it. I mean, and I've watched all kinds of YouTubers that have done that kind of camping. The person that comes most to mind is Nut and Fancy. You can go check out the Nut and Fancy channel. He literally does that kind of camping where he hikes about 80 miles off the trail. But he's also a retired Air Force colonel. He knows how to read a map. He knows how to read. He knows how to work a compass. Um, he knows all kinds of survival skills. He knows how to obviously knows how to make a campfire. He usually has a really nice tent set up. Whenever I go camping, I mean, I've been known to sleep in 2, 3, or 4-person tents. Lately, I've been sleeping in just 2-person tent. So the reason I won't go anything smaller than a 2-person tent, I like the ability to not only bring myself inside, but also bring my gear inside. So that the smallest tent space I'll purchase is a 2-person tent, and yeah. So I want to say the tents I'll probably will purchase in the future will probably be 2 to 3-person tents. Unless a 4-person tent really wows me, then I may buy a 4-person tent because, like I said, it's just me going out and hitting the adventures. So yeah, I'm doing these adventures by myself, so there's no reason to get a 7 or 8-person tent. I do have an 8-person tent, and it's kind of wild. It's set up like they're a circular structure. There's a specific name for them too. Yurt. I have a yurt 8-person tent, and it's super cool. Super cool tent, really cool setup. But I don't think I'd want to set it up every time I went camping. So that's why I tend to like the 2 or 3-person tent because it's a quick setup. Uh, Last time I went camping, I brought my hammock. So so yeah, I set up my tent. I set up my sleep system, threw that in my tent, my 2-person tent. And then I set up my hammock, and then I pulled out my camp chair, and then I set up my campfire. And when it got to be sunset, I lit my campfire. And man, I love car camping because you don't have to worry about weight, which is really cool. And just absolutely love car camping. So, but the other kind of camping, like I said, you park your car, you hike on the trail for a while, and then you pick a place in the trail where you know you want to get off, and you go hike to your secluded lake. That's the kind of camping I don't do. Uh, but yeah, anyone that's thinking about doing that, make sure you really nail down your map reading. Make sure you really nail down how to work a compass, how to read a map. Uh, Make sure you have all your survival skills to a T. Because when you're really far away from civilization, you're just it. And then also, of course, make sure you have an emergency GPS that you can call to tell people where your location's at. But even if you have all that stuff, you still want to tell your family and friends exactly where you're going to be at. And then you still want to let them know exactly when you'll be back from your adventure. So That's kind of like a safety valve. So, but yeah, I let my family know exactly when I'm going to be back, even if I do the car camping stuff. So, but yeah, car camping can be really enjoyable to me. When I go camping, particularly car camping, I'm bringing my favorite food. I'm bringing my favorite drink. Um, I got plenty of music on my smartphone, so I got movies on my smartphone, so I got plenty to entertain me before I go to sleep. But what's funny, this last time, even though I had all that stuff, um, I turned my music off for a little while just to listen to the sounds of the woods and to listen to the fire crackle. So if you can imagine, if we're outside, you know, we're outside, we're sitting in our camp chairs, we're watching the fire crackle, and we just finished eating our favorite food, and we're watching the campfire. So that that's that's pretty much what I dig when I go camping. So, and there's nothing like listening to the sounds of the woods when you go camping. It's just awesome. Um, I don't know how many people get to go camping, but it's I have a really good time when I go camping. I'm playing around with my camera here, but like now, I'm just relaxing with my drink. I'm on live stream here, but then I look back at my concrete indoor outdoor fire pits. I'm just relaxing. So it's a really cool. I mean, I like. I mean, come on, man. These guys, candles are okay, but uh, lighting, lighting something that gives you the ambience of a campfire. I mean, come on. I just love it. And I like bringing it to you guys because I don't know how many of you get to go out and go do stuff. So it's kind of fun to bring my audience that. And then I also like, whenever I go travel, I like bringing you guys. Yeah, I love. I You can check out my travel playlist. So um, I have playlists from Cape Town, South Africa, where I actually hike up Table Mountain. That's a pretty cool video to watch. Um, yeah, I was with my wife and daughter, and we hiked up Table Mountain, and it was in Cape Town, South Africa. Beautiful trip, just a beautiful area. And a lot of times I stopped during that hike to take pictures because I started from down below in the valley and climbed all the way up Table Mountain. And when I got to halfway up Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa, I stopped, really was soaking in what was happening, listening to the wildlife that was around there. And then I took all kinds of photos and videos and really had a good time during that trip in Cape Town, South Africa. Also got to visit a winery in Cape Town, South Africa. That was really nice. Uh, Once again, I was with my wife and daughter for that one. That was really cool. That's on a playlist too. That's on the Cape Town playlist where I visit a winery. Um, Man, just anyways, I like bringing those kind of trips to you. Most recently, I brought you guys Playa del Carmen trip, which happened in the middle of last year. So had an awesome time in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It was really amazing. And then the very last trip I brought you, which was last December, chilling out in Lima, Peru, South America. So that was a lot of fun. Had a beautiful time in Lima, Peru, and then also did a couple desert adventures in Paracas in Peru, South America. So here I want to show you guys this. So as you see, As you see, the alcohol is burning out in one of them. So eventually, as the alcohol gets less and less, it starts to burn out. And that one burnt completely out. So yeah, what I love about these is it really is bringing the. I really love. I love it when I came across these guys because you can use it both indoors and outdoors. And yeah, the isopropyl alcohol, you don't smell any odor. There's no odor to smell. Just enjoy a really cool flame as though you're at a campfire, which is really cool. And once again, these two came in a uh, two pack bundle. So you get two of these base plates, two concrete fire pits, and inside each of the fire pit is a stainless steel cup. And then of course you get two of these, which are, they call them fire extinguishers, two of these black lids. I'll show you how they work. So you put your fire out like that, and then I'll show you guys how easy it is to ignite. They're really easy to light back up. I never get tired of that. So and you also get two stainless steel they're like stainless steel extenders where you extend them out, and at the end of each of the stainless steel extensions you can put it's like two prongs like this. It's in a shape like that, two prongs. So it's two stainless steel prongs that kind of poke out like that, and so that comes along with the two pack, all for $34.88. I thought the price was pretty fair. Sometimes with these guys, you could end up paying that kind of price for just one of these. So I thought it was cool that I picked them up in a two pack, which was cool. Once again, I picked them up on Amazon Prime for $34.88. I thought that was a pretty fair price. It was pretty cool. But I mean, I enjoy them. I had a feeling I was going to enjoy them because I like sitting by campfires. So I had a feeling I would enjoy these indoor outdoor fire pits, which are pretty cool. And the title of them is called, if you saw these on Amazon Prime, it's titled Legendary Blaze Concrete Fire Pit 2-pack by Gardenex is the company that brings the. So they're sold by Gardenex, but the title of them is called Legendary Blaze Concrete Fire Pits. So they're super cool. I've been pretty happy with my purchase. And once again, you can pick them up in a 2-pack for $34.88. So pretty cool. And what a cool way to bring an outdoor or a feeling of outdoors indoors is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And the isopropyl alcohol, it's 91% isopropyl alcohol that's burning in there, and it burns real cleanly. There's no smell. All you get to do is enjoy a flame. Sometimes I roast marshmallows over these. So it's pretty cool. And man, just a cool way to relax and watch the fire. Just really cool way to relax. Super awesome. I love sitting and watching a campfire. So this purchase was a no-brainer for me because I came across them on YouTube. So they comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes. The only ones I'm familiar with are obviously these ones that I have, But what I really liked about these particular ones is the fact that there's a stainless steel cup you drop inside there. So that's what holds your fuel, that stainless steel cup that sits inside your concrete fire pit. And they have some other ones that don't come with a stainless steel insert, and I don't know how I feel about buying one of those that don't have that. So I think I'm going to stick with the, only because I've been happy with the ones you throw a stainless steel inside. That think those are the ones I'm going to stick with the most, the ones that you throw a stainless steel cup inside. So only because I'm familiar with it the most. These should last a pretty long time because they're cement, and also you're burning the fuel in a stainless steel cup. I imagine this will last me a really long time. So yeah, so far I don't have any complaints. I really enjoy it. It's pretty awesome. And I enjoyed bringing you guys these talking about these survival books. That was fun. But yeah, you definitely want to read those survival books before you get into a survival situation. Yeah, you definitely got to read those first. But yeah, I find it super relaxing. And like I said, candles are nice, but this way beats out a candle because it gives you a feel like you're outside, even though you're indoors. It's pretty cool. And like I said, the isopropyl fuel burns real cleanly. So that's super cool. And like today or yesterday, it was gorgeous. Not a cloud in the sky, blue skies, about 60 degrees. That's why we went to the zoo yesterday. Really nice weather yesterday. And then this morning I woke up and it's rainy. So that's kind of wild. But that's wild. Super rainy. So yeah, even though it rained, I was still able to break these out and enjoy my element that makes me feel like I'm outdoors, which is cool. And it's wild because I actually came across these. They have them in all kinds of shapes and sizes on YouTube. There were some YouTubers that were promoting indoor outdoor fire pits and fireplaces, and yeah, for someone that loves campfires, this would be a perfect gift to get them. So so far, the isopropyl fuel is the only fuel I've burned in these. I guess there's other types of indoor fuel you can use that are safe to use indoors. If you guys buy any of these kind of products, make sure you read all the safety guidelines that come with these. But so far, the only fuel that I've burned in this one is 91% isopropyl fuel. So I haven't messed with the other fuels. I'm pretty happy with the 91% alcohol. Um, some people compared the 70% to the 91% isopropyl alcohol, and they said the 91% isopropyl alcohol makes for a bigger flame, so that's why I picked up the 91% isopropyl alcohol. I love the fact that I can use isopropyl alcohol to treat scrapes, bumps, and bruises, so that's kind of cool. So not only can I use it as fuel to make a little fire pit, to cook food, I can turn around and use it as a first aid thing to take care of minor cuts and stuff. So that's kind of cool. But anyways, it's readily available. I found it at Walmart. I found it at CVS. Um, yeah, you can literally buy 91% isopropyl alcohol anywhere. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I love the fact that it burns clean and that there's no smell. I love that. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, the construction of these and the fact that you drop a silver stainless steel cup inside it's like I said, it should last a really long time. So, but since I'm an outdoor person, I love the fact that I can light something that makes me feel like I'm outdoors, even though I'm not. And it's super cool. So, but I imagine on really nice evenings where there's no rain, it's dry, and it's a nice evening, this would be fun also to light outside as well. So that'd be cool. But I love it. And it's so funny. I lit these both at the same time. It's so wild. But yeah, when I first came across these, I realized, man, I got to get me those. So, ooh, this one's starting to lose. It looks like it's burning its rest of its fuel here. Wow, that was cool. Like I said, I'm an outdoor person, so to be able to have an element that can make me feel like I'm outdoors and bringing indoors is pretty fun. That was fun, and I love bringing you guys stuff like that. So I think that's what I enjoyed when I went car camping, and I was making content for you guys while I was camping. That was a lot of fun. And of course, when I bring you guys travel vlog videos, those are fun. I also have fun bringing you guys food vlogs, so that's a lot of fun. My favorite kind of food vlog is when I go to Don V's Peruvian sandwich restaurant. It's literally putting a Peruvian meal on fresh bread. It's really cool. My two favorites go-to sandwiches when I go to Don V's Peruvian restaurant is the lechon sandwich, which is their pork sandwich, and it's really good. And then also my absolute number one favorite, lechon would be my number two. My number one favorite is lomo sentado sandwich, which is their steak sandwich. Really, really good. Uh, I mean, it's an awesome, probably the best steak sandwich I've ever had in my life. So if you're ever in the Indianapolis, Indiana area, it's off of Raymond Street near the Indianapolis, Indiana area. You need to go to Don V's Peruvian restaurant. You won't be disappointed. Order the Lomo Sentado steak sandwich. It's really, really good. Make sure you order the yuca because it's like big fat pieces. It has fried yuca has a potato like texture to it, and they bring out these dipping sauces to dip your yuca in. And before they bring out my lomo sentado, of course, you're usually eating the yuca fritas first, usually eating the fried yuca first. And like I said, it has a potato texture, and you dip it in the sauce. And I usually ask for extra sauce so I can put that on my lomo sentado sandwich, and it's really, really good. Um, and of course, the lechon sandwich is really good. Um, and then I think my wife sometimes orders some empanadas to go before we leave there. Uh, what's wild, the small kitchen, you can see the small kitchen. You can see the flames go up really high in the small kitchen while he's cooking your steak sandwich. It's super cool. So, they usually have the fried yuccas done first. And so you're eating your fresh fried yucca and you're watching this flame go up in the small kitchen while he's cooking your steak sandwich. and it's really, really cool, really enjoyable, really nice atmosphere. It's run by a family, so really cool family that runs it, and I'd highly recommend going there. So, anyways, I want to thank you guys and gals for hanging out with me during my live stream. Uh, Thanks to this channel right here. Thank you to this channel right here. Yeah, thank you to this channel here that chilled out with me and commented during the live stream. I appreciate you. For those of you that are in the background, thank you so much for being in the background and watching this live stream. For those of you who will end up re-watching this live stream, if this is your first time coming across the Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travels channel, I would encourage you to give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and then also hit that notification bell. If you have any YouTuber that you really enjoy or that you know you're going to often, please help out those other YouTube channels also with a like, comment, and subscribe, and then hit that notification bell. But like I said, if you're coming across this channel for the first time, I definitely appreciate if you like this video, comment on this video, and also subscribe. And yeah, and the nice thing about comment, go check out my other videos on my other playlists. And if you find out I've done a really good job on some of those videos, please drop a comment on those videos as well. It's really encouraging, and on top of that, it helps me kind of navigate and know exactly what you guys are really enjoying and liking, and then I make those type of videos for you guys. So anyways, this is your boy JR, aka Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travel, signing off, and I'll see you guys later. So later, Gators, cheers, and thanks so very much for watching, and thanks for all of you who will end up rewatching this live stream. I appreciate you as well. Thank you to my new 16 subscribers. Thank you to my new 16 subscribers. I appreciate you. Thank you to my subscribers who've been with me for a really long time. I appreciate you as well. Anyways, hope you guys and gals, I know there's all kinds of, like here it's morning time, but I know in the Philippines it's evening time in the Philippines. So good evening to the folks in the Philippines. Good evening to the folks in Australia. Not sure what time it is in Hong Kong or in Japan or in Russia or in parts of South America. But right now it's morning. But to cover my basis, I'll say good morning, good day, good afternoon, and good night. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Cheers. Later, Gators. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, or I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace. Take care, everyone. Later, Gators. Cheers. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Take care, everyone. Cheers. Peace. Later, Gators.